Hi guys. So I haven't really been consistent with my YouTube videos. Like I've posted two for like the last 6 months and I haven't posted anything since then. But that's only because time hasn't really been on my side. Like a lot has happened since the last video and now I'm off. Like I've literally moved to uni, like I've started doing my nursing degree, so like a lot has happened, so I haven't really had time to proper sit down and kind of like do this. But today I clearly had time, so I'm doing it today. um I don't know, like moving to uni is a lot more, for me, a lot of people can say it's more difficult than they thought it would be, and a lot will say it's harder. Like it's easier than they thought it'd be. I'd say it's easier than I thought it'd be, but I'm happy that I prepared for it to be difficult, because imagine I prepared for it to be easy and it became really difficult. Like my sisters and my brother, they've gone to uni. My brothers, they've gone to uni, so they've kind of given me advice from their experience. Clearly I didn't have the great one, because all the advice they've given me, I haven't struggled as much as they say I would. Like in terms of like, okay, but then again, like I think knowing how to cook before you go to uni is so important. Like all jokes aside, it's super important. Like like little skills you need here and there, it's really important, because I feel like if you don't know how to cook, then you're constantly getting takeaway. Like my brother said, oh, the first basically the first few months of uni you're gonna be so broke. Like I'm not broke, but I'm not broke. Like I'm okay. I'm actually okay. And I haven't had to like call my parents and start crying, or because I was like, you're probably gonna start calling us crying for money. I haven't done all that yet, and it's been like what, 2 months already. I really think like budgeting is so important. Knowing how to cook is so important. Being able to like prioritize importance of things, so knowing what you really need and what you just want is quite important as well. Because coming to uni, we went shopping. Like I know it sounds so silly, but see all these like little Tesco value stuff, Tesco, Asda, like all these like little, you know when you go to a shop and there's like the expensive one and the cheapest one. Trust me, in uni you can't afford to be doing the expensive one, unless obviously you like here and there you can treat yourself. I'm not saying don't have takeaway, I'm not saying don't do all that, do it by all means, but know when to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like make sure you get the important things out of the way, and then come back to like the least important stuff, if that makes sense. And then after you get all that out of the way, then you can actually do something called enjoyment. But like I think in uni, like before I moved out initially, I remember packing my suitcases. Almost like you shouldn't take more than two suitcases. Like just have two, one for like your accessories and stuff, and then the other one for like your clothes, shoes, bags. And both of I literally came with like 10 bags, and I'm happy that I did. I'm really glad that I came with 10 bags, only because like everything I've kind of bought to uni, honestly, I've needed. Like I don't, there's nothing I bought and I thought, oh, I regret bringing that. Everything I bought to uni, I'm happy that I bought, only because with uni, like when you get to uni, you become lazier. Not in terms of like before I came to uni initially, I thought I'd be going home every weekend. Like oh my gosh, like I'll be home every day, like anytime I can get to go home. Trust me, like if I'm being honest, it doesn't work like that. Like I've gone home what, once, and even at that I had to leave early because I had to come for like I had like a uni trip. So it's just like take everything you need, because you think, oh, I'm gonna leave this here, if I need it I'll come and take it. You would not have that time to come and take it. I don't know if it's a course I'm doing nursing. Like I have lectures sometimes from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's like, yeah, my whole day gone pretty much. So imagine doing that twice a week, having coursework to do, having group work to do, having homeworks. Yes, in university they give you homework. No one told me that. Like, oh, I've grown homework, because in college I didn't really have to do homework. So I thought, if college don't let you do homework, uni will not make you do homework. They make you do homework. Like they take homework quite serious. So like imagine doing all that, and then on top of that having to travel 3 hours. I live 3 hours away from home, having to travel 3 hours to your house to pick up something you forgot because you initially thought you wouldn't need it. I always say, I will, I don't always say, but I will say, pack, like if your spirit is telling you you need it, get it. because it's a thing where even if you don't want it, at least you can leave it somewhere and then take it back. It's better that way, or you can actually throw it away because you can afford to throw some things away. It's better that way than you thinking, oh no, like I don't need it, and then finding out that you really do need it. I think second thing as well is being able to redirect your mails to your house is so important, like to your uni home, because I'm gonna be here for a year, and imagine all my letters is always going to my parents' house. My mom's always having to post my letter to me, and I don't think she likes doing that. Like that is also so important. So like I'll say that uni life is actually like it's alright. It's like it literally shows you that, you know, when like your parents, everything they've been teaching you, uni is that opportunity to kind of like put all that skills and like advice and like upbringing to use, because you're here by yourself with, I live with 11 other people. There's 12 of us in this flat. I live with 11 other people. You're here with 11 other people from different part of the world, different culture, different morals, different understanding, and you just like literally like you just get thrown into it, because your parents can come here with you. Like obviously you can call your mum like to an extent, but it's like how much you want to keep calling your mother. Like, so, like, when I came here, initially, the first day, it was scary. It was scary, because you've literally gone from, like, I've gone from a house full of people, like, needing someone like, Mom, to, like, having to make decisions myself, like, having to, like, decide whether I need to do this or not, having to kind of, like, wake myself up. Because initially, my dad would just walk in my door and be like, Candy, time to wake up. Now you actually have to be like, no, you have to wake yourself up. Like you have to set your alarm and wake up to your alarm. You have to prioritize your time. Like you have to plan things and keep to it, because if you don't do it, no one will do it. Like initially, like when I'm at home, there's some things that if I don't do it, my mom will do it, my dad will remind me to do it, someone would do it for me. Here, no. Like if you don't do it, it doesn't get done. Nobody would do it for you, because no one's here to like do anything for you. Like it's moving to uni is just, it's like a welcome to adulthood thing. It's like I have to cook for myself all the time. Like if you don't cook, you starve. Obviously you can get takeaway, but I don't really like, growing up we've never really been ones to do takeaway. Like it's always been like a treat, or if my friends come round then we can all chip in and do takeaway, but I wouldn't go out my way to do takeaway, honestly. So imagine like having to cook for yourself. If you don't cook, you don't eat. If you don't clean, you stay in a dirty. Because at home, if I don't clean, my mom, like I know that I have to clean, because my mom will not tolerate me living in a house that's dirty. Do you know what I mean? Like, but at uni, no one's gonna tell you off. Like, you are by yourself. So if you don't do anything, it's there waiting for you to, when you come back, you will do it. You'll have to do it. So in uni, I'd say like, if like my dad always said, like if you get like for example an assignment, do it straight away. Like my dad said, like if you get something to do, just do it. Like don't procrastinate, because in uni if you procrastinate, because it's just you, it's so easy to procrastinate when it's just you. But if you have someone there constantly reminding you, then by all means. Like I said, time management is quite good, but another thing in uni is that in university no one sleeps. Like I remember my first night, I thought, okay, like, you know, everyone would be sleeping, so me, I tucked myself in bed at like the usual time that I would go to bed. Do you know, I tried to sleep at 10. I went to bed at like 4 a.m. People in university do not sleep. They do not sleep. Like, you look outside your window, there's always a group of people partying, laughing, screaming on top of their voice. And do you know what? There's nothing you can do, because everyone's trying to live their best life. So in uni, like, no one hardly sleeps. Like, in uni, like, everyone here is by themselves, so no one would approach you if you don't approach them. Oh, I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, I thought in uni, everyone's like, oh, hi. You can walk from here around the whole campus and walk past like 1,000 people. None of them will say hi to you if you don't say hi to them. And I just think, like, it makes it harder to make friends. Because my sister initially said, oh, when you get to uni, you'd make lots and lots of friends. Yeah, no, you do not. You do not. Like, I've made like, what, 3 friends? And I've been here for 2 months. And I am very good at making friends. Can you imagine? And that's, when I say free friends, that includes my best friend, because she only comes here. No one tells you all these things. Obviously, like, they say if you go out more, then you're likely to have more friends. But let's be honest, I'm not someone that like going out. So imagine, like, there's like, they have like a uni club here. Like, basically in uni, every day is a weekend. Like, there's always something to do as a student in uni. I'm that student that doesn't like doing anything, so I'm always kind of like bored in my room. I'm always reading, listening to music, tidying, cooking, because I don't like going out. So I think maybe that kind of contributes. So I will advise that if you do want to make friends, I like my own company. Like, I like my peace of mind. I can be alone, so I can afford to kind of like not like, I can afford to not have so many friends and be okay. But if you're someone that you need friends, I'd advise you to go to every event. Every event, that's the only way you can make friends. But I feel like I've spoken enough now. But honestly, guys, like, uni is very different to the way maybe people prepare your mind. Like, obviously I did research, I read up about it, I took advice from friends that have been before, families and all that. Like, you just have to stay focused. Like, always, like my dad always say, always remember why you're here, because you will get sidetracked. Like, there's always a party here, there's always something to do in uni. And if you cannot be like, you know what, I'm not here to always party. Like, obviously let your hair down, have some fun, but understand that that's not why you're here. Like, you want to balance it, you want to have some fun and also achieve what you came here to achieve. But then again, my dad said that some people actually just come to uni to party. Anyway, on that note, guys, thank you for listening to this. And honestly, it's only been 2 months and I've experienced kind of all this, and I'm gonna be here for a year, so there's a lot more to come, and I will keep you updated along the ways. But the most important thing is, like, remember why you're here. Only that, I also remember that you're not here to make friends. I think that's so important, because like, people you meet here, 1 minute they're your friends, the next minute they're not. Like, if you get attached easily, I'd say don't make any friends, because people in uni can be quite funny. So 1 minute they're all up in your grill, the next minute they pretend they don't know you. And I just think that's so sad, because humans are awkward. But remember, guys, like, apparently unis are meant to be like, the 3 years in uni are meant to be like the best years of your lives. And so far, I don't know. I don't know. I can't say it's been the best. Like, it's nice though. It's nice though, living by yourself, like coming to your own room, that peace and quiet. I'd say that's nice. That's really nice. Like, being able to do things without seeking permission in that way. If not in a bad way, but it's just being able to know that, okay, like, you're like, once you do all this for yourself, you can kind of like, basically it's nice just knowing that you're only looking after yourself rather than, okay, I'm trying to think of a way to say this without sounding too funny. Like, having my own space is nice. That's just it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, having your own space is so nice. Like, don't get me wrong, being with my family is beautiful. I love it. I love visiting, spending that few days with them. But having my own space is nice, because it just gives you that peace of mind. You're a lot more, like, you have space to think. Like, you're just more, like, uni brings out the best and the worst in you. Like, uni shows you who you really are. Uni allows you to like kind of blend into your own person. And so far, I feel like I've kind of started finding myself. I've actually started realizing more what I like and what I don't like. But honestly, in uni, like, you're gonna meet different people, you're gonna do different things. Like, don't waste time doing the wrong things. Do what's best for you. Remember that. Don't do things because you want to blend in. Do what you necessarily think and literally genuinely believe is good for you. But I'm actually quite grateful, because I've had good friends. Like, I've had good friends, and my family have been so supportive. So uni has been, like, so far has been great for me, and I do hope that for the rest of the year that the energy remains the same. But yeah, guys, that's really about it so far.